So it has been reported in numerous media outlets, including the Daily Mirror, which is where I saw it, that Tyson Fury will be entering I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Now, sometimes on this channel we like to do in-depth technical analysis. We like to do a real nitty-gritty breakdown of the sport. If you've tuned into this video hoping to hear an analysis of footwork in high-level boxing, you've come to the wrong place. Fundamentally, the channel's name is Boxing Gossip. Sometimes we do a bit of boxing. Today we're going to be doing a bit of gossip. And the gossip is that Tyson Fury could potentially be going out to the jungle. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the show, the concept is simple. A group of celebrities get chucked into the Australian outback, live in a jungle-style camp, and have to do all sorts of weird and wonderful challenges. My favourite part of the Daily Mirror story, and I'm not going to quote this verbatim because I don't have it in front of me, but something to the effect of, it is thought that those closest to Tyson Fury believe this could be the boost he needs right now. Now, when they said that in the Mirror story, I was in tears with laughter. I pictured Tyson Fury sitting around, having had all the scandal break about performance-enhancing drugs, the scandal about cocaine, the pullouts from fights, the threat of a ban, and I pictured him sitting down at his wit's end with, you know, Peter Fury here, Hughie Fury there, Big John Fury on the other side of the room, and I pictured Big John Fury going, do you know what you need, son? You need to get yourself on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here now. You know, for me that was a very, very funny image. But Tyson Fury potentially going on this show, and there's a lot of celebrity boxers who've been on it in the past. I mean, just off the top of my head, Nigel Benn, Joe Bugner, David Haye. Some of them have done very well. I think David Haye in particular did very well. So it's going to be interesting. It's certainly going to. Tyson Fury's profile is already pretty high, but going on a show like this will take his profile and you know, absolutely skyrocket it. And it's a huge gamble. It's a huge gamble because the public are going to be getting 24/7 exposure into the life of Tyson Fury, which is a dangerous thing. You know, personally, I actually think it could be a show that he does very, very well on. From what I've seen about Tyson Fury, he at times has the capability of being an extremely personable and extremely entertaining character. And in my own opinion, an extremely likeable character. And if he went on this show and smashed it out of the park and came across like a really, really good guy, it's a big enough show that it could literally change everything in terms of the momentum of his career and in terms of how he's perceived. However, the cameras will be on him 24/7, and you can bet your bottom dollar that the producer will be looking for any excuse to air any sort of vaguely controversial comments that Tyson Fury makes. And we know Fury's got a history of opening his mouth sometimes more regularly than he should. So he's going to need extensive coaching from people around him on what not to say if going on a show like this. And, you know, any comments of a discriminatory nature, let's put it that way, whether it's against women, whether it's against homosexuals, whether it's against religions, anything like that, and his name will be mud all over again. And this is going to hit a very, very wide audience, and not just a pure boxing audience either. So it's a real gamble. It's a real gamble as to how he could be perceived. Obviously, another, I guess, intended benefit is in a recent interview with Rolling Stone, Fury admitted that he's a borderline alcoholic who's taken a load of cocaine. Now, I think it's unlikely he's going to be able to get his hands on either booze or, any Class A if he's stranded in a jungle in Australia. I mean, you never know, don't rule it out. But, yeah, certainly I guess it could act as a sort of bizarre rehab from all of that sort of stuff. And funnily enough, I know that the rations are extremely tight on the show, so it may actually have a further intended benefit of helping him lose a hell of a load of weight. I know David Haye apparently lost a lot of weight when he went on the show because the rations were so restricted. So, a bit of gossip there for you. I'm going to if it does happen, I mean, let me say this, there'll be certain people who take the high ground and say, I'm not going to watch, this is a guy who's got health problems, this is a guy who shouldn't be exposed to the general public like that. And if I'm honest, I'll be watching through my fingers. but I will be watching. For me, it'll be can't miss TV. And you know, Tyson Fury for me is always someone I've really liked how he's come across at certain times. And if he can display some of that likability and some of that humour that I've seen from him on occasions, I think he's a personable guy. I think he's a guy who'll do well on the show, and I think he's a guy who will be extremely likeable and do well on the various challenges they have. So if he can put it together, this could actually be a game changer in terms of how he's perceived in the UK. I really believe that to be the case. Having said that, you just got to hope. You've just got to hope he doesn't come out with anything too borderline. I remember Evander Holyfield getting a lot of stick. You know, when he did Celebrity Big Brother, which I guess is the other major reality TV show. Actually, looking back on it, Eubank Senior did Celebrity Get Me Out of Here recently as well. So yeah, there's a load of boxers who've done this sort of stuff. There's a real sort of example, and I guess some of them have come out of it well, some of them have come out of it not so well. It tends to be the kind of media savvy guys like David Hay and Chris Eubank Senior who come out of it well, whereas the kind of more rough and ready types like you know, Nigel Benn, Evander Holyfield probably haven't come out of it so well. So it'll be interesting to see what side of the coin Fury flips on. As I say anyway, just a bit of gossip for you. I thought it was potentially an interesting story. Let's just hope Tyson Fury doesn't punch anyone in the jungle. That would not go down well to see him lay out someone from The Only Way is Chelsea or whatever it's called. If you've enjoyed this video, if this has been news to you, do take the time to give the thumbs up. I hate to say it, but this is the Boxing Gossip channel, and I probably will be covering the reality TV show if he does appear on The Jungle. So if you're interested in hearing more, press the subscribe button, and as always, many thanks for tuning in.